No, I didn't see nobody run before the cops. All I see was the cops running. I was like, I like flinch a little bit. I was like, what is going on? Like, I never seen this. Like, and then I don't know. I think they were looking for somebody, and I think they found them because after a while I didn't see them no more, and I seen them all leave.
Hmm. There
But I
was
was,
no ambulance.
huh?
There was no ambulance.
There was there was an ambulance and a fire truck, but there was like five cops,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, no, not for me.
It ain't for me. I'm going back home. Going inside. That's it.
And my mom's like, Jennifer, what's going on? But in Spanish, and I'm like, Mama, if I knew myself,
I would
I would not be
not
sitting
be working.
here
No.
looking lost and scared for my life.
Mhm.
But as soon as I was like, but when you see cops running like that, I think it's time to go inside.
Right.
Cause I don't ever see cops run like that.
Unless there's something
Like
going
they
on.
were really in a rush. Like they look like Speedy Gonzalez. They look like the Flash. Like literally, I turned around and all I see was phew, 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 and
Shit.
I was like,
Like that's my sign to go inside.
and I'm just like, and my mom looks at me like, did you just see that? I'm like, I don't even know what I seen. It happened too fast for me.
Mm-hmm.
I just seen people in uniform, and I know it was cops.
Mm-hmm.
Because after a while, I looked through the door and I was like, yeah, they're cops. Because they were
Like I
wearing,
know the uniform of a cop when I see one.
yeah, I know a uniform of a cop when I see one. And trust me, they were real cops because I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be flash running like that if you was a fake cop.
Right.
And if you are, I give you props. Good boy.
Right. You should win an award.
Like I turn around and all I see is like shadows running across me. I thought I was tripping from it, and I thought I was seeing ghosts, but then I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm seeing ghosts, and so that's why I had to go look like through the door like this, and then I seen it was people, so I was like, yeah, I'm not tripping. Luckily, I'm not seeing ghosts
That's funny. She said, I know I ain't tripping.
for real. But yeah, it was funny.
But y'all, one day we'll do story times.
And then I remember getting in trouble for something I didn't even do here, but
Yes. Oh my god.
well,
Yes.
it was multiple things I got in trouble here, but first it was so I learned so I was on YouTube and I learned that you put hand sanitizer and then you light it up, you get fire on your hand. So me being me, the devil, the daredevil I am, I tried it, and at the time I was cool with all these little kids out here, because I'm telling you, I like kids, but I don't like kids on my own. I like
Right.
kids that they can go back home to their parents and bug them, not me.
Mm,
So,
these are new stories that I've never heard.
so this kid comes up to me talk about, can I try it? Can I try it? And I was like, no. Like I don't want to get in trouble. Like no. So he snatched my lighter out of my hand and he had hand sanitizer for some reason. I don't know why. He already had hand sanitizer, and he snatched my lighter and he tried it. And tell me why this little kid literally like he's burning his hand and he's going like this with like fire in his hand. He's going like this and it's dropping all over his clothes right here. And I'm panicking because I'm like, oh my god, he just took my lighter. I'm finna get in trouble. So I'm sitting there like patting him down, trying to like stop the fire from like from
Getting
burning
worse.
him literally. So I'm like patting him and I'm like it's awkward because I'm over here patting you and I don't like you're not my
I
kid.
don't think right.
And I don't want them to think like I'm over here just touching you, but I'm trying to save you.
Mhm.
And so that happens. She goes in the house. She comes back with a bowl, and I'm like looking at him like, "Why you have a bowl?" And then he stuck his whole hand in it. And I'm like, "Damn, I feel bad, but it wasn't even my fault. He snatched the lighter out of my hand. It's not like I gave it to him willingly. Like, here, you do it. You know, he snatched it out of my hand." So his mom, I guess, find out, and his mom told me that I had to apologize, or she was gonna press charges. But the way I seen it is like, why do I gotta apologize for him snatching my lighter out of my hand?
I didn't give it to me. He took it from me. And I wasn't gonna sit there and put my hands on him to get it back. So
Exactly. Like I wasn't gonna sit
just
there and hit a little kid just because he didn't want to give me my lighter. So why do I gotta apologize for his mistake? Like he shouldn't be grabbing my lighter.
mhm,
Second of all, teach your kid not to be snatching stuff from other people's hands.
right.
Like you talk about putting charges on me, nigga. Teach your kids manners, and then come and tell me something.
Yeah. But what happened?
So I finally like, my mom was like, Jennifer, just say you're sorry. So the situation is dropped. And I was like,
Right.
but I have pride, so I'm like, I'm not gonna tell her so I'm
Right.
sorry until I feel like I need to say it's sorry. So it took me a whole month to tell him sorry. And every time she would see me, like every time the kid mom would see me, she'd be like, "Did you already apologize to my son?" And I'm like, "No." And then she was like, "You gonna get to it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, when I'm ready." And then finally, his older sister came, and she came up to me. We were friends because she came like before, and we met, but we wasn't like cool like that. But the second time she came, she came up to me because I was outside playing. She's like, "I heard you burned my brother." And I was like, "Hey, no, it wasn't even like that. It was the fact that your brother snatches the light out of my hand." She's like, "I know, that's my brother for you." And I was like, "Yeah." And then we just left it off. The second time I got in trouble was because they thought I broke a fucking fence.
Huh?
They
Huh?
thought I broke that fucking fence in the front.
The gate
Yeah,
that closes, that
yeah.
opens.
Because the gate was already pushed a little bit, so I tried to go through it. Me and my friend tried to go through, and they said that we broke it.
You always get in trouble for things that you shouldn't really be getting in trouble for.
So they made me pay for it. They made me pay $100 for it because they said I broke it, and it wasn't even broken. It was still open in it. It was already broken, so they was trying to find a way to blame me because they didn't want to pay for it, so they made me pay for it. So yeah, it was
I
okay.
know when the list is.
Oh, and then y'all, I guess I was so bad, y'all. The office lady, I can't remember her name at this point, but one of the office ladies that used to work here, she came up to me. She's like, Jennifer, I know that you're young because I'm young too. She said, we're
I
not
know what
that,
I know what
she
you're
was
talking about.
like, we're not that far behind on age. I was a kid once too. She was like, and I was bad once too. She said, but if you ever need somebody to talk to, you can come talk to me. And I just looked at her and I was like, okay. And then when she left, I told my mom, I'm not talking to her because I don't know her. Why would I just go talk to a random person about my problems
Right.
when all she gonna do is one day quit her job and just forget about me? Just like my counselor did at school. Like I was so close to her, I would call her for everything. And she graduated Texas A&M. She left, never heard of her again. And like she was my best friend because I would tell her everything. And like I think that's why I have people issues because I'm like, I can't trust you with my problems because all you're gonna do is gone like just gonna leave one day and just like forget about the like me or something. Like you know what I mean?
Then that's I'm
But
like, so that's why you don't tell me nothing.
so like I have issues with that. So yeah,
Yeah. We'll talk about that off camera. We'll talk about that.
but yeah, and I'm just like yeah, no. But I was always getting trouble, and that wasn't even my fault. They were just people didn't like me here for the reason being that my mom doesn't want to fuck with them. So the reason being is that they wanted to fuck with me, and I'm that type of person. It's like you fuck with me, I'm not gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna tell you how it is too. So yeah, people didn't like me here, and yet again, I'm still here. Look at me, still shining. Like y'all told me, these people told me like you ain't never gonna be that thing. All you gonna do is be bad and have anger issues. And look at me now, like I'm making videos, posting them on YouTube. Like, what are you doing? But messing with me because you messing with a 22-year-old when you're like 70, 60 years old. So what are you doing really?
Nothing.
But fucking with me. Like I'm not even phased by it, but you trying so hard to face me, and I'm just like it's not facing me.
I don't think they realize that it's never gonna get to you.
It's never gonna get to me because I'm that type of person that if you bring me down, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Yeah. After she realizes what she's worth and realizes that you getting upset isn't gonna really do much of anything.
Then I prove them wrong
Yeah.
because I gotta mentally prepare myself, you know. So after I mentally prepare myself, I'm like I'm a bad bitch. Why am I tripping over this? Like,
Right.
baby, like I'm young. I could be. I'm like I'm young. Why am I even bothered by a comment that a 60, 70-year-old man, woman made to me? Like,
Right.
baby, like, I like, I know this sounds wrong, but I like when people bring me down because that motivates me to show them.
Encouraging.
That motivates me to show them that, baby, your words didn't face me at all. Because look at me now. Like, a lot of people say, like, you're shy. You can't be on camera, but look at me. I'm on camera and I'm talking and I tuck my head off and I don't care.
So,
Like, yeah, I'm shy. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm
don't get me
shy.
wrong.
I'm shy, but since everybody says I'm shy, I gotta prove them wrong, right? So I'm proving them wrong by being you on YouTube and putting myself out there. Like I'm not shy. I can put myself out there. I just don't like people. So people think I'm shy because I don't talk to them. It's just the fact I don't like people. But I guess I let them believe that I'm shy. So it sounds less rude.
Like, I mean, no. It depends on who.
Oh,
Like,
it
once you
depends on who.
get to know them, then yeah, okay.
Yeah, it depends on who because, you know, no, yeah.
It's hard. I don't know.
But it's really hard for me to like you though because you have to have so much in you. You got to be funny. You got to be like
That's
carefree.
why I think first
You got to be like you have to have that fuck off attitude, like fuck you attitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me, if you don't have that vibe, then we can't vibe together. Cause then you're gonna be the quiet one, and I'm gonna be the loud one. You gotta be loud with me too. You know, you gotta be on my hype. You can't be like chill, and I'm like hype, and like, nah, it's not gonna work. Like if I'm chill, you chill with me too. If I'm hype, I'm hype. It's like you gotta match my thing for me to like you. If you're not matching, like if I'm like this and you're like bumping off the walls, I'm finna look at you like, yeah, we can't be
Like you
friends.
crazy, some.
Like,
Right.
can you take me home now? Like
Like,
I'm kind of
what are you
disturbed.
jamming to? What's going on?
Like my attitude is like I'm chill. Can we play some video games? And oh yeah, and that's another thing. If you don't like video games, we can't be friends. Cause I'm gonna be that type of friend, but like, you want to play? Cause I'm gonna have an extra control. I'm be like, you want to play? And if you tell me, oh my god, I don't know how to play, get out, get out. Because so basically, what I'm telling you is, I can't have them preppy people around me. Cause I'm like I'm not preppy. Like, do you want to play some video game? As soon as you tell me no, then yeah, bye. Out the door you go.
For real.
Like that's the time I'm gonna forget your name, forget I ever met you, cause you don't like video games. Well, then we can't be no friends.
Right. Like, I don't even know who you are at this point.
So if we can't be friends, then
What's the point? You're wasting time.
you're wasting my time.
Even though I'm not into video games like that, but it's different.
She's not into
Like,
video games,
I'll play.
but if I tell her, babe, play with me, she will play even though she don't know how to play. Even though she's the worst player in football. Let me tell you, that one sport, if you ever ask her to play, just know you gonna win against her, cause she's. And there's sometimes that she does good, but there's sometimes that you look at her and be like, yeah, what are you doing? So yeah, and it's like yeah, like I can ask her to play video games, and she'd be like, yeah. And even though she don't like the football, she still plays with me. She still vibes with me, and it's funny because her mood is like her mood vibes with my mood. So if I'm like chilling, like right now I'm chilling, she's chilling, you know. Like if I'm hyper, she's hyper too. So you see, that's how we can vibe. But right now we both chilling. So you see, you don't see her over there jumping off the wall, screaming her head off, and I'm over here chilling. We both vibing. That's what I like to do, vibe.
Can't do that.
Now, let me tell you, one thing I don't like, and one thing I will never be friends with, is some ghetto people. And yes, I do say it, ghetto people. You ain't never gonna catch me with them girls talk about being loud. Like, what I mean loud,
Like,
I mean they walk into the restaurant and everybody staring at them because they loud.
like, what you screaming
That's the
for?
loud I mean.
Chill out. On the phone. Yeah, so what?
So yeah,
What you loud for? Chill out.
like if you sound like a damn speaker without a microphone, we cannot be friends. Because I'm not like my voice is quiet, and if your voice is louder than mine, like you gotta go because I already have a headache. Y'all, I have
Yeah.
a funny story that just came into my mind. Okay.
I have
so
a
I
bad
was
feeling
I was
about
at
this.
school. So I went to school. Before school, I smoked, and when I got to school, I was going up the stairs, but I was trying to run up the stairs, and like I fall like loud, like I'm telling you, like the whole cafeteria like stopped doing what they were doing just to look at me. And at this point, I'm embarrassed. And at this point, I'm like, I don't even want to get up from here. But something told me to get up because everybody's looking at you and you finna have anxiety, Jennifer. So I got up and ran up the stairs into my teacher's classroom and I started laughing. And she was like, "What is so funny this morning? Like, usually you're in a bad mood because it's early in the morning, but what got you laughing this early in the morning?" And I was like, like, you don't want to know. Like, can I just stay here for the rest of the period? Like, I don't even want to walk to my class. So I really asked her, can I stay? And she said, yeah, it was okay. And then during lunch, she asked me, like, what happened. So I had to tell her. And she was like, it's okay. We all fall. I'm like, yeah, but you don't fall hard enough for the whole, literally, like, everybody's being loud. Like, you know how high school kids are, they loud in the cafeteria. So for them to get so quiet and turn around and look at me, I was like,
Yeah, that's hard. You're like, yeah.
I'm just like, that's hard. Like, I can't go out there right now. They just see me bust my butt just because just because I smoke.
No, I don't think that's why. You're just clumsy.
And then I got on the bus, and all the people on the bus that I rode with, they know me, and they were like, "Are you okay? We seen you," and I was just like, "I don't want to. I don't."
I'm not trying to remember. That's not
I
reminding
said,
me.
"I'm fine. Thank you for asking." And they're like, "Are you sure?" Because I was really loud. I was like, "I just said I'm fine. Thank you for asking."
Like, stop reminding me that I fell. Okay, okay.
But you know, my friends being my friends, they like to push because they like to embarrass me. Talk about, did it hurt? Oh my God, Jennifer, everybody's seen. I'm like, no, dude, like I didn't notice.
Like, I didn't know that the whole school didn't see me fall because the cafeteria was loud as hell when I walked in here. And then everyone was quiet. You could hear a pin drop. So, yeah, I didn't know.
So I was like, it was so embarrassing, y'all. It was funny though, and but embarrassing because my friends from school came up to me too, like that day that I